I sit and bask in the emptiness of this moment. Watching all that was fade away, all that is sustain, and all that will become being summoned here and now, right on the edge of the next moment, right as I finish the last of this moment. I'm here, waiting and arriving at the perfect evolution of the Almighty. As I watch the seed sprout up through the earth, growing mighty in its fullness, watching it grow and stretch out and express the divine until it reaches its fruit. Watching the fruit drop to the ground, returning to the soil, or becoming food for the animals and the humans. Returning back to the soil. And I wait, and I watch the next possibility arise. Here comes the fruit of the divine, giving birth, flourishing, amplifying and magnifying into a divine energy that could be taken as life or returned to become fertilizer for the next life. Seen and unseen, divisible and invisible, recycling, cycling, looping and unfolding, like a wave crashing to the shore only to return back to the ocean, to be identified as a wave, to be sucked back into the ocean. Life is motion, and as we ask and beckon and desire more gets lifted up out of the divine ocean to become this very life. The things we see, amplified, magnified, so that we can interact and play on this playground of the ever-unfolding divine goodness, happening as our life, happening as our experiences, happening as each other. Here we are now, doing more of God, unfolding as God, crashing as God, being lifted back up out into the world as God. This is a cyclical nature of riding the waves of the totality of our very life and who we are. We build an identity, we shape shift and we remove and we fall and we come back to greater heights of a new person with new gifts and new talents and new intelligences. We rise up and unfold and we crash back down, recycling those gifts and bring them forth into the new version of ourselves. As greater heights and new possibilities arise and we become more and more of who we are, crashing down and recycling back up into the next form of God, happening as our very life. Greater intelligence, awareness, and expansion and evolution as our soul becomes more, as we localize as humans so that we can give form and shape. As the wave emerges out of the ocean, we emerge up out of God and we become a greater sense and a greater version of the Most High, happening as us, as individuals and as a collective body. Here we are. The 2000s looks nothing like the 1950s, looks nothing like the 1900s, looks nothing like the 1700s or the 0 point of humanity. Earth has been recycled and unfolded into new versions. Everything we see, touch, hear, and smell came from the earth. Birthed forth from the main ingredients of the soil, the layers of the earth, the core and the mantles, shape-shifted and formed into utilities that we see and play with and interact with. Our very human bodies are this. We come from the earth. We rise up into form and we give birth to more playgrounds, more experiences. Here we are, the flower, stretching and unfolding, giving our fruit for that season, to return into the hibernation only to come back and reveal greater and more bountiful than before. The old has to die. The new rises. In you, in me, in we birth it forth. We anchor who we are in our roots, and we stretch up high into the sky, and we build castles. We build buildings that scrape the sky, and we build ideas that never have been before. God bless, God speed. Know you're the miraculous. Trust in what's unfolding through you. Trust the evolution of your thoughts, ideas, and your healing. Knowing that transformation is happening here and now, so that you become the wave that rises up out of the ocean, crashes again, only to be lifted back up and out to the greater glory of God, being revealed out into the world. We ask for all the angels and the guides to come and support us on this evolutionary cycle as we spiral up and spiral out into our consciousness, as we expand in greater ways. God bless you. Godspeed. I love you. Amen.